Hi everyone. First, let's state the obvious. Yes, I'm a kid. Also, I am not perfect. When I was first thinking about this speech, the first thing I thought about was those kids' magazines with plastic toys on the front. You know, you see rows of them in every shop. It's so wasteful. The toys are rubbish. They never last, and you throw them out a month later. And my dad said to me, "Do you mean those magazines that you've begged and convinced us to buy you in the past?" And I said, "Yes, Dad, those magazines." The difference between now and when I was younger is I feel really bad about buying them. There's a little despair when I think about it. And that's because in school, we've learned all about the environment. We've learned all about plastic in the ocean. We learned about fossil fuels and emissions. And we learned about deforestation. And, as a child, it makes you really worried. There are some positives. We also learned about wind, water, and solar energy. And these seem like they're going to help. We also learned about how consumer behaviour can make a really big difference. We did a whole project on fair trade goods, and my homework recently was all about how consumers changed the approach to palm oil production. But somehow, the problems seem much bigger than the solutions. No one ever told me that. But children are smart. We can work out a lot on our own. And I think a lot of children feel like the solutions being taught in schools seem a lot smaller than the size of the issues. And this is what causes that despair. In preparation for today, I read all about how anaerobic digestion and biogas is cutting down harmful greenhouse gases, which is really cool. And I read about how biogas is offering an alternative way to generate electricity. And then I kept reading about recycling businesses, sustainability, and the circular economy. My dad told me about this really cool company that gathered all the old fire hoses in the UK that would normally be turned into tons and tons of landfill. And they transformed all that waste into a leather alternative and epic bags and notepads. I've also heard about businesses like Brewdog, who are taking part of their profits and reinvesting it into planting a massive new forest in Scotland. And through all this, reduction of greenhouse gases, cleaner energy production, reduction of landfill, recycling, reuse, repurposing, and companies that are ensuring we maintain a better balance with nature, giving back when we take out, I started to feel something different. I started to feel real hope. So my message is this: every company in this room should take what you're doing and spread the word. Make the recycling economy part of the national curriculum. Help children who are feeling despair know that there are solutions equal to the problems, and ensure that the next generation can look forward with hope that industry can change the way that we live. Thank you. If it's okay, I wanted to say a little bit more, but I promise to keep it very short. I wanted please to say a bit about Surfers Against Sewage. I guess you all know that Chris Hines set up Surfers Against Sewage, and I'm not mentioning it just because Chris happens to be in the room. I'm mentioning it because I just spent 3 days of my recent holiday in Cornwall, surfing on Fistral Beach. And that's how my family often spend one of our holidays. My little sister does bodyboarding, and I love to surf. It's my idea of joy, riding a foam board, feet planted, riding a 4-foot wave in the freezing English sea. This speech originally said 6-foot wave, but my dad said I was exaggerating. But I am a kid, so feet planted, riding a 10-foot wave. Also, I live in Leigh-on-Sea, near the Thames estuary, so we go to the beach a lot. And people kayak, and suddenly every family owns a paddleboard. We also see my aunt and uncle in Cambridge once or twice a year, and we really enjoy punting on the River Cam. I also just got a puppy called Charlie, and I can't wait until he's old enough to go running into the surf. But for now, my sister is his substitute. And what I love about Surfers Against Sewage is that it takes something people already love to encourage them to take action against something bad. No one wants to be riding a foam board on a wave of any size that is foamy, brown and smelly. So that's my last message to you all. It's not what people fear that motivates them. It's the things that they love. It's the fun that we care about. Fun makes the following, not fear. So in addition to creating more awareness and spreading that hope, please also think about how you connect to things that people love to help them make a change. And I hope you will have lots of fun for the rest of this evening.